recording. So once again, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this class. As you know, today is Thursday, and as every Thursday, we have homework. So please remember the deadline is Sunday. Don't forget about the homework, please. And the idea today is to practice our oral skills, right? And we have a special task. Mr. Javier and Angeli have a conversation, right? You prepare a conversation. Are you ready for it?
Yes, sure.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Hello, Angelic. Good morning.
Angeli, you need to turn on your microphone, please.
Sorry.
No worries. That happened, no worries.
Good morning, Mr. Javier.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
everyone. Javier, do you have hidden foods place?
Painful place.
Yes.
Yes, of course. On the street of the Surres of Guayaquil, I select one a place. This is a local or store, yeah, food store to spend barbacoa pork with rice and with I don't know to mean menestra in English, but it's a soup with beans, like a beans, and
It's like a
fry
soap.
with what?
It's like a soap of beans.
Yes, it's like a soup with beans, with a little piece of salt. Uh, in this food, it's better with fried potatoes, and whatever type of soda. This is a best place because this is a cheap. This is a cheap. It's a it's a small. It's a small, but you can go with your family. You spend a good time. And you?
Well, I love encebollado. I have my hiding place in south of Guayaquil is this place is now El Manaba. They sell encebollado is a soup with onions, no, with fish, onions, lemon, and they sell encebollado. Encebollado. Ay, yes.
No worries, Angeli, take it easy.
Okay. They sell have cooked the same recipe for many years. It costs around $2. The place is simple. Is very too small. Yeah, but the encebollado is amazing.
Do you like encebollado with banana chips or pork corn?
No corn. No, don't like corn. No.
For the context in the coast, all of the people prefer to eat the encebollado with banana chips
Yes, banana chips and bread.
and bread. Currently. But in the what's the meaning of sierra? Sierra in the surest, the people prefer to eat the encebollado with popcorn for to context to the master.
Yes, and the corn toast.
Yeah, popcorn. Yes,
No,
sure.
this popcorn is one, and toast corn is another.
Oh yes, toast corn. Yes.
I
But
don't
I
like.
prefer, in my case, I prefer to eat with banana chips and bread with Coca-Cola. Yes, it's for my case. My another favorite food is bolon. Bolon uh, is a is a dish with a plantain grip with pork mixed with fried egg and bacon.
Good, great. I also like the bolones. I have a small restaurant. No, I don't have a restaurant. I have a hidden place. Uh, I usually go there with my family. This small restaurant is in Center South, near to El Astillero. Do you know El Astillero? No. Okay. This restaurant is Mundo Bolón. It's too small. The customer must sit in the street. Yeah, because the local is too small. My favorite bolón is ranchero. Is with, I don't remember, salchicha.
Sausages.
In English. Sorry?
Sausages.
Sausages. Yeah.
Sausages.
With spicy, 4 types of cheese. The bologna cheaper costs $2, and the most expensive is $4. The
Oh,
personal are great. Is
oh,
is
it's awesome.
wonderful.
How do you spend in to pay any dish or like encebollado or bolón? How do you spend?
Around $2, but when I usually go with my family, we spend around 15 or we are 4 people, 2 children and 2 adults.
Okay, generally in the Sures, the food is more cheap than the north, but I prefer the food of the south because it's most delicious than the another place of the north or the northwest. Uh, how do you go uh, how do you go to eat out of the out of your house?
How often?
Yes.
How often?
Yes, how often do you go eat out of your house?
Um, in the weekend.
Of the weekend?
The Sunday, yes, all weekend, all weekend. But we the places. One weekend we go to eat encebollado, and another week, the next week, we go to eat bolones. Yes. And I usually go to eat crabs once a month. Do you
Oh.
like crabs?
Crab.
Crabs.
I don't know what is crab.
Cangrejo.
Cangrejo.
Oh, crab. I don't like crabs because it's very difficult to eat. For eat a little bit or a little piece of food. When you eat crab, it's very dirty. It's very dirty in your table because your table contains the tables and the newspaper to to clean it. You need gloves. You need
I don't like prepared crabs.
no, I don't like
For the
this.
same reason, but I prefer go out to eat the chipinti. I think is the best restaurant for crabs. Is a in 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 Guayaquil. We know these places as huecas. Yeah. These places, these hiding places, is now hueca, la hueca, como like hueco. So I prefer to eat when I go out to eat. I prefer eat in these places.
In my case, I don't prefer the food too hard to eat. For example, the fish with a skeleton, the fish with it's a skeleton, or I don't know, to spinach, but in this case, I don't like to eat the fish with the spinach or the skeleton, or crab, because the crab is to smash, to crush the caparazon. I don't know. Like,
I think
don't
it's
know.
funny.
No, in my case, no. It's very dirty. It's very dirty. But I like the fish to fish fileteado. I don't know fileteado in English, but I like to eat the more food too easy to eat. For my case,
Okay.
what
I understand. My husband prefers to this food.
what place of Guayaquil is your favorite?
My favorite place for
Guayaquil.
to eat or
Whatever your tourist, your eat. Generally, you think go in any day.
no, I don't have place favorite to do tourism. I only go out to eat. I love it.
In my case, because I have 3 children, I like to go a park. For example, Parque Forestal, or Samanex Park. This is a best place to rest. This is a best place to take any photos, or to eat a snack or any food to generally spend in this place. In this place, you can go with your son or your daughter or your children to play in the play zone. It is a good place. Another favorite place is the malls. For example, Mall del Sol or Mall del Sur. This is a best place to refresh, to refresh, because the weather of Guayaquil is like uh, 31 Celsius to 36 Celsius degrees. This is like the weather is very hot, but in these days, I like to go the mall to refresh and to eat any food.
I don't like malls.
Oh, why?
Because it's too noisy. In malls, there are many people, and I don't like when there are a lot of people. The last holiday, we go to the Samanes Park. I did I have went. I have went to Samanes Park, but I think the Samanes Park in this moment is cool. It's a good place for spend time with the family.
But it's very interesting because the mall is a commercial place. A commercial place. In my case, my family like to walking in this place to relax and looking for looking any stores. For my case, I prefer look the anime stores or to a store to spend tools. It's like for me. For case of my wife, her like to see the things for the house or things for the kitchen, for example. It's a best place
I
to.
love things for the kitchen.
Me too, me too.
Yes. My husband doesn't like go to see things for kitchen or for house. My husband and my son prefer juguetón.
Oh,
Go to see toys. I don't like.
I understand.
I
I
don't like to
understand
see
because
toys.
I like
I
my son
think
and I
I
like
think
to
the
eat.
children have a lot of toys. Um, I don't like to go the toy store.
My son and I like to go the toy store because this is the moment. This is a moment when I do spend time or better time with him and to share experience and any ideas to buy any toy and to play
Yes,
at home.
I
This is
understand
a
that,
good moment.
but I
This is a
don't
good
like.
moment. In
My
the same
son,
way, in the same way, my wife and I like to buy the things for the kitchen. For example, the the last week, yes, the last week to buy a pan, an iron pan, and because like iron pan than the pan with the Teflon.
Mm.
I don't like this pan. I prefer the iron because the iron is more healthy.
Yes, yes,
It's more healthy.
I prefer to.
It's very heavy. It's very heavy. It is awesome. This is it's like to fry. It's like to prepare any food. It's very awesome.
Yes, I prefer to the iron inoxidable, no sé cómo se dice inoxidable, no inoxidable. Eh, I don't like the Teflon. I think it's dangerous for health. But I don't know.
No, that's enough. Thank you. You did it pretty good. It was a long conversation. Well done. I really appreciate it. You did a complete exercise, right? You did it pretty good. You prepare your ideas. I love the topic you choose. You started with a hiding place to go to eat. It was a great idea. Then you started talking about food in general, and then you talk about going to a mall or that kind of places. You did it pretty good. I really love it. So, feedback. Okay, remember when we're talking and writing, we need to try to avoid repetition. So, for example, instead of said all the time prefer, you can say rather. That is a synonym. I prefer, then you can say I rather, then I prefer, I rather to try to use different words each time, right? If you agree with your partner, you can say so I do, yo también, or neither I do, yo tampoco. So am I, neither am I, right? Remember to use that kind of expression. When you ask about the price, you need to ask with much. How much? Asking the price. How much do you spend? How much? Mm, cheaper than. Okay, I really love you use comparative, but remember in a short syllable, one syllable or short comparative adjectives, you need to add er. So cheaper than. Okay, how
Santiago, in this case, I I must use the cheapest.
cheapest? But it
Okay.
was for Mr. Javier because he said cheap than, more cheap than, or cheap than, and you have to say cheap. And then you did it correctly, more delicious. That's correct. More delicious than. That was correct. Okay, how often you mean? Because Mr. Javier said something and Angeli didn't understand, so Angeli repeated, how often? So you can say, how often you mean? ¿Te refieres a qué tan a menudo? You mean, te refieres a. Or if you make a mistake, you can say, I mean, and then you can correct your mistake. You can say it again, but you can use the expression, I mean, me refiero a, I mean, and so you can correct your mistake. At the weekend, remember, in the weekend, no, at the weekend, at the weekend. Every weekend, there's a difference between all weekend and every weekend. If you say all weekend, you refer the time, un fin de semana completo, en cuanto al tiempo, ¿sí? Como que va un fin de semana completo a comer. But if you say every weekend, you refer que cada fin de semana va a comer, right? So you need to be careful with that. All weekend, every weekend. Okay, be careful with adjectives. My favorite place, not my place, favorite place. Angeli, this is for you. So my favorite place instead of place favorite. You need to be careful. I know sometimes we make some mistake because we are nervous, but I know you know. But anyway, it's nice to realize of these mistakes. Go sightseeing. Go sightseeing is like turistear. Go sightseeing. Esa es la palabra para turistear. Angeli, you say you don't like places with a lot of, where there are a lot of people, that's okay. But then, to avoid repetition, you can say, I don't like crowded places. Lugares muy llenos, con mucha gente, right? To try to use different expression and to avoid using the same words. Let me see. Okay, and finally, stainless, inoxidable, stainless. That's the word. Okay, well, it's really appreciated. I asked you for 5 minutes and you did it like 20 minutes. That's great. Well done. Thank you so much. I like these kind of exercises because in that way you need to learn new words, you need to check pronunciation, prepare your ideas, practice your skill with your classmate. That's great. Thank you so much. And I noticed you use some spontaneous ideas to keep the conversation going. That's great. Congratulations. Okay, so next time, Ariana and Angeli, you're going to prepare the next conversation, okay? Like this. For Tuesday, next week, Tuesday, okay? Tuesday, you have enough time to prepare it. So now we're going to continue. The idea today, anyway, is to practice speaking. So I'm going to share my screen with the presentation. Okay, once again, thank you so much, Mr. Javier. Thank you, Angeli. I know you're busy person, but anyway, you take the time to prepare this. Thank you so much. Well done. The idea is to try to mix the reading activities with the speaking activities to try to improve our skills, okay? Thank you so much. So let me see, is this one? Is here. So it says, exam information. In speaking part 1, we're talking about Cambridge test, right? The examiners ask you questions about yourself. We have practiced this before. This may include questions about your life, your work, or studies, your plans for future, your family, and your interests. This part is intended to break the ice and test your abilities to interact with the examiner and use general social language. So you need to keep calm, right, during this part of the exam. So it says, look at these two questions which the examiner may ask you in speaking part 1. This is a real question using in Cambridge test. Where are you from? I have asked you this question when we take oral tests or when we practice, right? And what do you like about the place where you live? So it says, which question asks you to give your personal opinion? Ariana, what do you think? Which of these questions asks you to give your personal opinion?
What do you like about the place where you live?
Okay, you're right, of course. What do you like about the place where you live? Asking about your personal opinion, which asks you for your personal information, Ariana.
Where are you from?
Okay, thank you. Well done. It says, which question can be answered with a quiet, be careful, a short phrase? Angeli, what do you think? Which of these questions can be answered with a quiet, a short phrase? Where are you from? Or what do you like about the place? Where do you live?
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Okay, but quite short, más o menos corta, right? Not tan corta. Okay, and finally, which question needs a longer answer? The missing one, right? What do you like about the place where you live? Okay, so far so good, right? It says, these are like tips for the test. It says, listen to candidates, Irene and Peter, answering the question about who do you think give the best answer and why? Okay, let's listen. Let me check for the audio. It's supposed to be track number 3. Let's check it. This is page
Unit
15.
1. Speaking Part 2. Exercise 2.
So, Irene, where are you from?
Sorry.
Unit 1.
No,
Pronunciation.
it's true.
Exercise.
Sorry, it's
Unit
this
1. Speaking Part 2.
The list.
Exercise 2.
So, Irene, where are you from?
I'm from Llanes.
It's a small town on the north coast of Spain, which becomes quite a busy tourist resort in the summer. And what do you like about Llanes? Well, it's a fairly quiet place in the winter, so it has quite a relaxed atmosphere. But it's got wonderful beaches nearby, and it's surrounded by lovely countryside. Also, I've got lots of friends in the area, so I have a very active social life. And of course, most of my family and relations live nearby too. And you, Peter, where are you from?
Bremen in northern Germany.
And what do you like about Bremen?
My friends, the shops, the sports center.
Do you come from a large family?
Okay, what do you think? Who gave the best answer, Mr. Javier, and why? Mr. Okay, thank you.
Okay, the best answer. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know, Mister.
There's a tip or there's a clue. Keep it in mind this. It says, let me see, sorry. Which question can be answered with quite a short phrase? So one of these answer could be, well, one of these question could be answered with a quite short phrase, and the other one need a longer answer. So who achieved these two goals answering?
Okay. Well, in this case, the quite a short phrase is the best question because uh, it requires a short answer for the question. Suppose.
I mean, we said that the question, where are you from? It has to be, or it should be, answered with a quite short phrase, right? And
Right.
the question, what do you like about the place where you live? It has to be answered with a longer phrase, right?
Yes.
So, who do you think that achieved this goal? Who did it like this? ¿Quién lo hizo así?
Oh, I suppose Peter, which
Okay.
question a longer answer.
Let's listen again, and then we can try.
Unit 1.
Yep.
Speaking Part 2. Exercise 2.
So, Irene, where are you from? I'm from Llanes. It's a small town on the north coast of Spain, which becomes quite a busy tourist resort in the summer. And what
Okay, notice, where are you from? She mentioned the place and give a little more information about the city, right? Or the village.
do you like
Yeah.
about Llanes? Well, it's a fairly quiet place in the winter, so it has quite a relaxed atmosphere. But it's got wonderful beaches nearby, and it's surrounded by lovely countryside. Also, I've got lots of friends in the area, so I have a very active social life. And of course, most of my family and relations live nearby too.
And notice here in the second question, she gave a longer answer, right?
And you, Peter, where are you from?
Bremen in northern Germany.
And what do you like about Bremen?
My friends, the shops, the sports center.
So what do you
From a large family?
think, Mr. Javier? Now,
Okay. Irene, she shared a long answer, but the uh, uh, question is very short. Where are you from? In the
yes.
case of the Peter, on the other hand, he responds to a short question.
Okay, but actually the best answer was from Irene. Because as it says for the question, where are you from? You need to give a quite short answer, o sea, cortita, pero no tan cortita. Y recuerden que lo habíamos visto con unos TikToks donde sugerían, cuando les preguntan de dónde son, dicen de dónde son y escriben un poco el lugar para que la respuesta no sea tan cortante. porque recuerden que les están evaluando su habilidad oral. Entonces es importante producir. No muy larga, no muy corta. Para la segunda pregunta, ay, los wish coming. Sorry. Okay, what do you like about the place where you live? You can give a longer answer, as Irene did. Notice that Peter just mentioned it like words, near a phrase, just words. Friends, sports center, like trip, family, like four things, but words, neither, ni siquiera phrases, right? So you need to be careful with your answers. In some questions, you can give short answers, but not just one word, a short phrase. And in other question, when it's asking about your opinion, you need to develop your idea, right? Clearly. Okay, thank you. It says, in the exam, you will get higher marks if you use a range of appropriate vocabulary. Work in pairs. Which of these phrases can you use to describe the place where you live? So let's check. Angeli, what of these phrases do you think you can use to describe the place where you live? From these phrases. So
And let's see, something. A busy city center, a large industrial city. In Guayaquil or
yes, in
yeah,
Guayaquil.
okay. An important business center.
Okay, that's great. An important business center. Okay, thank you, Angeli. Good job. Ariana, what about you?
Um, mm, wonderful beaches near what?
Nearby?
Nearby. Sorry.
No worries.
And I think that is a pretty good shopping.
Okay, thank you. Finally, Mr. Javier, what about you? You can repeat, of course, one of these sentences.
Oh, okay. I like to live in the middle of some great countryside or a pleasant resilient district. I like to historic buildings, for example, Quito. I love the historic buildings. The last one, relaxed atmosphere, like the camp or with the mountains.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Javier. Remember, keep in mind, you don't need to tell the truth. You can say you live in the countryside, and that's correct, right? Because examinators don't care and don't know about you if you're telling the truth. So don't worry about that. It doesn't matter. Just use it as you need it, right? As it's easier for you. Sí, no importa si no dicen la verdad. Solo tienen que hablar. Tienen que buscar la forma que les sea más práctico. ¿Listo? Okay, so now I would like to try something different for today and work in some questions. I prepare some questions to practice your oral skills. So let me see. It's a couple of questions. Okay, about you. So let's try with this question because we just listened for an example, right? Where are you from, Ariana?
I'm from Guayaquil, Ecuador. Guayaquil is a big and a busy city, full of like energy and a friendly ay, ay,
People.
people, yes.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Ariana. Okay, good job. Well done. Mr. Javier, where are you from?
Where I am from, of Guayaquil, Ecuador. I was born in 1992. When I was born, Guayaquil is a historical city, but and now this is a modern city near to the Guayas River. Uh, uh, Guayaquil and now to expanded to the to the perimetral area to this is a city with a contain the largest history, and this city is a portual city in the coast of the Ecuador. Yes, this is
Okay,
where I'm
thank
from.
you. No, actually, you're right. You don't need to give a extremely long. It have to be more or less, right? Short, but not too short. Okay. When I was born, it was a historical city. It was because it's in past. Now it's a modern city. Okay. Then to about repeating now, you can say currently, actualmente, right? Now it's okay, but to avoid repeating now again, you can say currently. Okay, thank you, Mr. Javier. Good job. Finally, Angeli, where are you from?
I'm from Guayaquil, Ecuador. I was born in Guayaquil. Um, in, I don't know.
Talk
Eh,
about Guayaquil because the question
okay,
asks you
okay,
where are you from,
okay.
about the
Guayaquil
place.
is a big and hot city in Ecuador. There are a lot of informal business. Uh, um, is too crowded city for me. I rather a town. In Guayaquil, there are a lot of places to eat. I I like Guayaquil, the museum in Guayaquil. Um,
That's all.
uh,
Remember, at this point, you need to give a quite short answer. No se tienen que expandir tanto. Where are you
okay,
from? Are you from Guayaquil?
okay,
There's kind people, there's many places to go sightseeing. That's enough,
okay.
right?
So you see,
Kind of sure. Now, because for example, there's this question. Can you describe your hometown, Ariana? So in here you can give a longer answer, right? Ariana, can you describe your hometown, please?
Okay. Um, so my hometown is Guayaquil. Like I stated before, it's warm. It's full of like the warm weather. Uh, I love the m- malecón, the colorful houses in las peñas, and the amazing food is especially sea sea seafood, and uh, And obviously with a beautiful like riverside views. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Elena. Good job, that's enough. Okay, Angeli, what about you? Can you describe your hometown, please?
Yes, in the center of the city is a modern and traditional city. Um, there are a lot of churches, traditional churches. There are sightseeing like Malecón, the Mirador Bellavista, the parks. We in Guayaquil we have a lot of historic places.
Historical.
Historical,
His.
historical,
Historical.
historical places like Barrio Las Peñas, some plazas. I don't
No, Angeli, that's
um,
enough.
okay.
If you want to stop it, it's okay. Okay, thank you. I would like to highlight something from your answer. So the uses of there is or there are. That's a good way to describe your hometown, right? There are many places to go sightseeing. There are many places to try traditional food. Or there is a big museum, blah, 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 right? There are. It's a good way. Thank you. And try to use adjectives. It is beautiful, it is clean, it is dirty, it is modern, it is all, right? It is busy, it is noisy, it is quiet. That kind of things are good to describe your hometown. Good job, Angeli. Okay, finally, Mr. Javier, the same question. Can you describe your hometown, please?
My hometown is in the surest of the city, and the uh, my song is to general place to a house and the commercial place. Uh, this is not tourist, but in this song, uh, to found any parks. I live near to the two malls. It's Rio Centro Sur and Mall del Sur. This is a great commercial place. This is like to live.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Javier. Good job. Well done. So now I would like to try this question. Do you live in a house or an apartment? An apartment. But before to start asking and answering, what do you think, Ariana? You have to give me a short answer or a long answer for this question. Do you live in a house or an apartment?
Um, a, sh a short
Yes,
answer. Yes.
a kind of short answer. So you can say, I live in an apartment because it's cheaper right now. No way. Okay, something like that. A kind of short answer. You don't need to give me a string longer answer, right? So let's try. So, Ariana, do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in a house with my family. It's not a very big, but it's a cozy and has a nice a nice garden.
Okay, thank you, Ariana. Well done. That's the idea. Well done. Thank you so much. Mr. Javier, do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in a apartment. I live in an apartment. This is a big apartment with three uh, three rooms.
Okay. Okay, thank you. We're at 3 rooms because we're a big family. Something like that. You can complete a little bit more and that's enough. But well done. That's the idea. Okay. Thank you. Angeli, do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in apartment. Uh, I have three rooms and a big living room.
Okay, thank you. I would like to highlight something here. Notice it's asking about where do you live? A house or an apartment? You don't need to describe it. You can give a reason why. Why do you live in an apartment or why do you live in a house? I live in a house because I inherited from my mother, porque la heredé de mi madre. Something like that, right? You don't, because it's not asking to describe the place where you live. It's asking where you live. And you can give a reason why you live there. Do you notice the difference? Yes. Okay, thank you. Anyway, good job. That's why we're practicing. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see. Let me see this question from here. I would like to try something different. Okay, what about this question, Angeli? You have to give a short or a long answer. What do you usually do in your free time?
A long answer.
A long answer. So let's try to answer. Angeli, first of all, remember you can make up something. Se pueden inventar cosas. No worries about not telling the truth.
Yes,
What do
but
you?
se me hace complicado inventarme algo.
Yes, I know it's not easy, but we need to develop that skill. It's important. So, what do you usually do in your free time?
I usually go to do exercise in the park.
It's a long answer, so keep going.
Uh, when I go to the park, I uh, I feel I feel happy because I spend time in in an space
Open space.
in natural space
Okay.
in a natural space um and I prefer stay in a park
Okay.
than my home.
Sorry. Be careful because you changed the answer. The question is about activities. What do you usually do in your free time? And you started answering, I go to the park to do exercise, and then you started talking about your feelings and that you prefer to stay at home, right? So you change the question. So be careful. Focus on the question. Activities. It's asking for activities. What do you do in your free time? Okay? So be careful with that kind of question. Mr. Javier, what do you do in your free time?
All right. I like to spend my free time, to read or to play a games. Yeah, yeah. I like to play games to my cell phones or neither to my PlayStation. Yeah. I prefer my spare time to rest my mind and uh, rest my body to all of the thing of the weekend. All of the thing of the weekend.
Okay, thank you. Just remember when you use the verb spend as a verb pattern, the next verb you need to use ing, lleno. So for example, spend time playing video games with ing, reading a book. Okay? After spend you need to use lleno. Okay, Mr. Javier, thank you. And finally, Ariana, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I usually listen to music, watch movies or edit uh, photos. I also enjoy drawing or cooking TikTok. I like spending time doing things that help me relax and express myself.
Okay, thank you. Well done, Ariana. Now, I need to take a screenshot. Could you look at the camera, please? Okay, thank you so much. That's all for today. You did it pretty good. You improved your skill. That's great. So have a nice weekend. Remember to do the homework and see you on Monday. Bye bye. Take care,
Bye.
everybody.
See you Monday.
Bye bye. See you.